But again, now we wrapped up the morning session of trading, but still a few hours to go on this Thursday, March 3rd. Let's get a check on where markets are with Yahoo Finance's Jared Blikre, who's got the update. Jared, obviously oil in focus, crude at about $110 a barrel, but what else are you watching?
That's right. You can see Europe under pressure right now. So, the FTSE in London settling 2.5% down. In Paris, CAC 40 almost at 2%, and in Frankfurt, the DAX, more than that. But here in the U.S., I want to check out the NASDAQ because we were talking about that Powell hearing. And yesterday, we got a nice liftoff right at the beginning of the hearing. The market seemed to like his comments about aiming for that 25 basis point rate hike instead of a 50 basis point rate hike in March. But very similar comments today. I don't think we got anything new out of it. Brian, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I know you follow these things with laser focus, even while you're anchoring. I don't know how you do it. But you can see we took a bit of a dip and practically gave back all of those gains. Now, I want to check out the S&P 500, but on a longer term basis, because we have sold off from a critical level once again. So 4,400 has been my level. We got to 44.10 today, and we are sinking right back down. So until we get a close above that, and maybe two, still these shorts are in control, not only on an intermediate term basis, but also a short term basis. Now, let's go to the bond market, because we're seeing some activity there again, but not nearly as much as we've seen over the prior few days. You can see the 5-year T-note yield down 3 basis points. The 10-year is down 3 basis points, and the 30 also down, but only 2 basis points. Want to check out the U.S. dollar because it is at a new 52-week high. Here's a 2-year chart, and you can see you haven't seen these levels since quite a while ago. I'd call that a year and a half ago, mid-2020. So going to keep an eye on that. That does weigh on multinationals. And it's functioning, the U.S. dollar, it is heading higher because of interest rate differentials, but also because of the flight to quality issues. It is a haven. Now, I want to get to the sector action, and we can see it's a little bit defensive right now. Utilities is in the forefront. That's up over 1%, followed by staples, real estate. That is a defensive setup. You don't necessarily want to see that if the market is supposed to be heading higher. Consumer discretionary, which has had a really tough time lately, that is the biggest laggard today. Let's just take a 5-day look at that, and you can see, well, it's up 1 3/4%. Now, I do also want to check out the energy market, and just in general, look at this screen here. This is our commodities heat map. Wheat up 7%, corn up 4%, aluminum up 4%, and it goes on. But crude oil has been in focus with WTI hitting $116.57 a kilo, as you noted. That was a very important high in 2008. And in fact, we actually got to nearly $150 per barrel. But right now, crude oil is trading almost like a penny stock. When you see these things start to go vertical, becomes a very dangerous situation for traders. And if you take a look at, for instance, wheat, kind of a very similar situation. Just dangerous to be a trader in these markets, especially with leverage and when you're hitting those price limits at the exchange. Don't let the price fluctuate above any given day. So traders dealing with that, and overall, kind of a lackluster day in the indices, but lots going on underneath the hood here, guys.
Yeah, a lot going on, Jared. The key is multitasking and having multiple screens. That's how I'm watching the hearing at the same time. Yahoo Finance's Jared Blikre. Thanks so much.